This is the first time a Chongqing orphan met her American mom.
Mama? Yeah, Mama and Papa. Papa? Mama and Papa? Do you want to see him? Look over there. That's Papa.
The girl's name is Gidge. Not long after she was born, her biological parents suddenly passed away in a tragic car accident. Before she even turned 1 year old, she was sent to a welfare hospital in Chongqing. The wonder of fate is that when she first gazed at the blonde-haired, blue-eyed foreign mother in front of her, little Gidge showed no signs of nervousness or unease like most children in similar situations. Instead, she was full of innocent curiosity. She leaned forward on her own initiative and used her clear eyes to examine this future mother. Her tender little cheeks and the cute swirl of hair on her forehead were like a ray of warm sunshine, instantly melting the heart of the woman who had come from across the ocean. Unable to hold back, she embraced the little Gidge tightly in her arms. A brand new life story quietly began from that moment. Before deciding to bring Gidge back to the United States, this loving couple had already successfully raised a pair of siblings from Southeast Asia. Now both children had grown up and were running the family business in America. With solid financial resources and rich parenting experience, the adoption procedures for Gidge went extremely smoothly. Under the thoughtful guidance of the welfare home staff, the couple memorized Gidge's personality traits, preferences, and daily habits one by one. They even humbly asked for tips on Chinese-style methods of soothing babies to sleep.
Oh, how do you say go to sleep? 睡觉. Normally ask the children or tell the children is a more cute way for the 睡觉觉. Yeah, 睡觉觉.
During the time when the adoption procedures were being handled, little Gidge also responded to this love in her own unique way. She became increasingly familiar with her new mom, always quietly snuggling next to her, without crying or fussing. Back at the hotel, under her mother's gentle teasing, Gidge bloomed with a smile as sweet as honey and gently moved her little mouth toward her mom, planting a tender kiss. Counting carefully, this mother and daughter had only been together for just over 2 hours. Yet Gidge fully accepted this foreign mother. Perhaps this is what people often call destiny. Or perhaps, it's a script already written in life long ago. Before setting off back to the United States, the couple also specially took Gidge to visit many famous cities in China. From the ancient water towns filled with old charm to the towering skyscrapers of modern metropolises. After experiencing the flavor of her homeland, they finally took little Gidge across the ocean to the new home they had prepared for her. Time flew by, and a year passed in the blink of an eye. By then, little Gidge had settled in with her American parents in the state of Florida, spending a whole year in a warm and loving environment. The once quiet and shy little figure, who was still a bit puzzled about the world, had quietly transformed into a girl who sat with a touch of boldness, with a lively and outgoing personality, and a little chatterbox whose mouth fired off words like a machine gun.
Okay, let's get it. Come on, Daddy. Sorry about the flower. Sorry about the flower.
The delightful changes that happened in Gidge were certainly due in part to her natural intelligence and liveliness. But more importantly, it was because of her adoptive parents' silent, gentle, and meticulous love, like spring rain nourishing all things. Since her parents had relatively flexible working hours, they were able to devote a lot of time to accompany Gidge in exploring the world. Whether it was the soft beach by the sea, the warm sunset in their backyard, the goats grazing leisurely on the ranch, or the dreamy carousel in Disneyland, all of it became beautiful memories of Gidge's joyful growth. In less than 2 years, Gidge had fully adapted to her new life in a foreign country. Not only could she use English fluently for daily communication, she also knew how to sweetly express her wishes and blessings on her grandmother's birthday.
Happy birthday, dear Grandma.
Happy birthday to you. The kid on the screen like me.
As the youngest cherished treasure in the family, Gidge was naturally the recipient of endless love. She had a passion for vibrant red, so her attentive family decorated the curtains and sofa in the house in her favorite color. Her grandparents treated this lively and adorable granddaughter as a precious gem, often taking her to travel around, like visiting the mysterious Alcatraz Island to explore the old prison, or going to the aquarium to see the adorable and clumsy seals. As for her father, in order to win a special place in his daughter's heart, he even custom-made a unique jumpsuit for Gidge, with big letters stitched on it that read, "Daddy's Little Princess." On ordinary days, he would patiently accompany Gidge to play those innocent and fun pretend games. Time flew by quickly, and Gidge soon welcomed her third birthday. At kindergarten, she had already become a little social star, not only with many good friends, but also earning the admiration of teachers, who praised this smart, clever, and lovable girl endlessly. Unlike some traditional Chinese parenting styles, Gidge's parents never forced her to learn anything she wasn't interested in. As long as Gidge showed curiosity and passion for something, even if it was repairing cars, something typically considered an adult task, they would never interfere, but instead gave her full encouragement and support. To better nurture Gidge's interests and hobbies, her father bought her a guitar, took her to swimming lessons, and personally taught her how to play golf. Later, the whole family moved to California. Whenever the weather was pleasant, her grandparents would take little Gidge out for hiking trips, fully embracing nature. Although outdoor activities gave her skin a healthy tan, Gidge always enjoyed them with enthusiasm and great energy. If she ever got tired from walking, she would act cute and climb onto her grandpa's broad shoulders, letting him carry her forward.
Riding on Grandpa and riding on Dad.
Well, you had white hair because I never. White hair.
Last night she told me it was like snow.
Time flies like an arrow, and before they knew it, Gidge had turned 7 years old. On her birthday, her parents specially invited a group of Gidge's friends to their home to celebrate, throwing a lively and cheerful birthday party. The once soft and tender little girl had now grown into a graceful young lady, speaking and acting with confidence and calm.
Thank you, Jesus, and please help me out and try everything. And please help those kids that have the same thing. Awesome. Amen.
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 There was once an occasion when her father took Gidge to a restaurant for a meal. After dinner, when it was time to pay the bill, he deliberately claimed he didn't have enough cash on him and suggested that Gidge go to the kitchen to help wash dishes in exchange for the meal. Although Gidge felt a little disappointed upon hearing this, she didn't feel embarrassed or ashamed at all. It was precisely this kind of subtle everyday teaching that emphasized freedom and equality, which had quietly shaped Gidge's sunny, cheerful, confident, and open-minded character.
That was a lot of work.
Time marched on swiftly, and soon it was 2022. On the grand occasion of the wedding of Gidge's sister, who was also adopted. 12-year-old Gidge and her father worked together to serve as the wedding MCs. Not only did the father and daughter work seamlessly together, they also played a funny and clever spoof video they had carefully made, causing the guests and family watching below to burst into laughter and creating a lively atmosphere. After that, they danced together in a joyful and energetic performance, pushing the celebration to its climax. 10 years had passed in the blink of an eye. Now, Gidge had grown into a graceful 13-year-old young lady. Her father still loved to share the bits and pieces of Gidge's life, and their entire family's life, on social media with those who followed them. Those warm, funny, and love-filled moments allowed us to witness, through these shared posts, how that once lonely, helpless little figure from Chongqing grew step by step in the land of America, blossoming into her own brilliance. A child who grows up in an environment surrounded by love is never a fragile greenhouse flower, as stereotypes suggest. On the contrary, they often develop a tougher inner strength and a more confident and cheerful personality. Although America is not the land of her biological heritage, it is still the homeland where her soul truly belongs, because it is where her dearest and closest family lives. So, what defines family? It is not merely the vague biological ties that can be defined by genetics. It is more about those silent, deep emotional bonds. It is about the love and care that is honestly and loudly declared. Love is a simple language. It crosses borders and transcends race. May every child in the world be gently treated, and grow strong under the warm sunshine of love.
Some say that blood is the foundation of family. But in Gidge's story, we see that love and companionship can surpass all origins. She was not the biological daughter of that American couple, yet she became the brightest part of their lives. From the timid look at their first meeting, to the confident sunshine she radiates today. Gidge's growth is a journey healed by love. This adoptive couple deserves respect. They could have chosen a life of comfort, yet they chose to embrace the future of a child they had never known. They did not let bloodlines become a barrier, but instead used their actions to tell the world. True parents are the ones willing to give you their time, their patience, and their wholehearted love, not just those who have a name on a birth certificate. And Gidge did not disappoint the love that crossed borders. From an orphan to the cherished little princess of an entire family, she responded to every bit of this home's love with her smile, her maturity, and her growth. But we can't help but reflect how many children in this world are still being left behind by fate, just like Gidge once was, and how many people are willing, like this American couple, to reach out and become that beam of light. What do you think? Do you believe that this kind of love can run deeper and stronger than blood? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. I'd truly love to hear your voice. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. See you next time.